Okay, friends, those who know me outside of Facebook know that I am like the opposite of a public speaker. So this is very uncomfortable for me, but I told myself I was going to do it anyways because there's something coming up soon that I am really super excited about. For years and years and years, my family has hosted a team at the Chicagoland Buddy Walk. Those who don't know what the Buddy Walk is, it is a Down syndrome awareness event that is a lot of fun, very family filled with music and games and all this stuff. Anyways, we haven't done it for the last few years from like the pandemic on. My daughter is now 20, so we kind of got away from it a little bit. But this year, I will be back at the walk, not with a team of people to walk, but I will be there promoting one of my new books that I just published. And that's why I'm so excited because I got my big box of books that I'll be bringing with me. And I wanted to share those with you along with a link to donate to the Buddy Walk if that's something you want to do. So that being said, I have right now 4 books that are published. The 2 that I will be promoting at the Buddy Walk is Emergency Care Guide is what I called it. So there's this one and this pretty one with the rainbow on it. So these 2 books are essentially the same thing, just in a different design or style. And what it is for families who are taking care of loved ones with any kind of special needs, whether it be Down syndrome, like we are, autism, which we also are, or anything else. We know that there are so many things in our loved ones' lives that we take care of that nobody else really knows or even realizes. And sometimes that can even be, like, for instance, my husband. There's things that he doesn't do with Lily really ever that I do. So if anything happened, which did to our family a few years ago when my mom passed away, I had to, drop everything and fly to Florida to be with my dad. And in that moment, um, I had an extra freak out beyond losing my mother, in that how am I going to leave and know that all 4 of my children, 2 of which have medical needs, Lily has her other special needs, how are they going to be taken care of? Nobody does what I do every day with them. Nobody knows what I do with them every day. And that prompted me to throw together all these schedules and checklists and medication lists and things to make sure that it was all taken care of. And after the dust cleared, and we're here now, actually 4 years later, I have put this together so that not only myself, but any family out there who is a caregiver to a loved one with special needs doesn't have to have that freak out moment when you're already in a moment of distress, or, even further, no longer with your family to take care of you. Anyways, that's what this is. It's to get all the things out of your head that you do for your loved one on paper. So at any moment, anybody can pick up where you left off. And this is pretty cool. It has a lot of things in here. I go with this in the table of contents, so you probably can't see it. I go a list. I'm just going to read through this so you can kind of get an idea. So in the first section, it's the need to know, emergency contacts and plans, health insurance, doctors, specialists, contacts, websites, and logins. In this section, like, those of us who have a special needs child have our own log and list of specialists and doctors, things like that, that really should be in one place anyways. So beyond having to drop everything and go, it's just there for your own reference as well. Those will put adults with special needs. We'll have Medicaid and all these other guardianship information, all that kind of stuff goes in this section. The next section is the About Me, which is basically all the other things, you know, just the typical stuff, my favorite things, my abilities, weekly schedule. I have in there a leaving the house list because, like for Lily, we always had to bring her communication device. We always had to bring an extra pencil, which is her fidget device. You know, there's always things that you want to make sure you don't leave without just to make your trip easier. Next section is medical info, which is pretty long. It's the biggest section in here, and it's anywhere from chronic illnesses, which includes not only what the illness is, but what the what medication or whatever you're doing is, plus, you know, what your preventative measures are in this section. Medication trackers, medical equipment, if there is any, other vital trackers like blood sugar and things like that, if that's what your family needs. And then the last three are pretty basic too: food information, hygiene information, and sleep information. Like sleep schedule, what's the evening routine, what do you do when you wake up in the morning, do they wake up 5 times a night, which we've been through for several years. All that stuff's in here. So if you have to drop and go, somebody knows all the things that you know in your head. So I'm so super excited about this. I am going to have my box of books at a table at the Buddy Walk in the vendor tents. They will be at a huge discount if you come to the Buddy Walk and buy a physical book that I've already ordered. I will also have the day of the Buddy Walk, them marked down online. So that day, if you order them online, they will be at a reduced price as well. Not as much as the in-person, but it'll be there. Along with, I will also have my other 2 books, which I'm just going to talk about really quickly because this is my love. Some of you don't know, but my background is in architecture. I have a bachelor degree from the University of Illinois and a decade of experience pre-children in an architecture firm and doing all those things. And recently have tried to get back into this love I have for architecture and helping people make their homes beautiful. And with that are these 2 books, a couple more coming out. This one, I never know which way the camera is. It's a weekend home refresh is what it says. And it's basically a book full of instructions and, can you see those? Worksheets. It is a workbook. So it has instructions on how you go through and create a refresh on any room in your house. And then this one is for every homeowner. Look how fat that is. It is a home maintenance workbook with 10 years. Again, there's instructions and information and tips and tricks, but it's mostly worksheets and checklists to make sure you're doing everything to your home to keep it safe and in running order. It is the biggest investment most of us will make in our lives, so let's protect it. So that's really it. So if you can make it out to the Buddy Walk and say, hey, donate would be amazing. It's for an amazing cause. Otherwise, I will have a link in the comments to each of the books. They will be discounted the day of the Buddy Walk, which is October 12th. So if you're interested, put that day on your calendar so you know to order it online or to come see me. Also, leave in the comments what you think of my books. Let me know if you're going to be there so I can expect you. I'd love to hear from everyone. I know a lot of you I haven't seen in a really long time. Some of you I've never met in person but would love to. So give me some comments. Thanks, guys.